At some point, you're going to want to back up your files, and you might be overwhelmed with the options available to you. You already know that you need something to store your data on, but what do you buy? Should you get a USB thumb drive like this? Or hard drive like this? And what exactly is a solid state drive? Don't worry, because even if you are new to computers, or maybe you've taken a little bit of a break from computers, this video is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial on how to back up your hard drives or your files. We do have those videos there, I think. This video we are going to be using as a buying guide. After this, you'll know exactly what you should avoid and what you actually need, like our sponsor. G Drive Linker. Create direct download links for your Google Drive files. You can try it out today for free in the link down in the description. Go ahead and grab it up today. Believe it or not, storing your files on external devices has actually gotten easier over the years. With that ease, though, comes lots of misleading information. First, if you are a returning customer to computers and you are wondering, where exactly did the floppy disk and CDs go? Well, I hate to tell you, but they're basically non-existent anymore. They have been removed because a faster method of data transfer has came around. USB is the standard for connecting most devices. However, not all hard drives use USB. For instance, whenever you go and look up hard drives, you're probably going to find ones that look like this. And the connectors that are on them are like that. They have little L brackets on them. If you see hard drives like that online, that's not the hard drive that you want to get. These hard drives with that connector are actually made for internal use. So these hard drives go inside of your computer. I am assuming that you are not interested in an internal hard drive. So for the purpose of this video, if you see one of those types of drives, just ignore them. What you actually want to look for is a connector like this. And if you unplug it there, that's what it looks like. It is a connector that's going to be able to connect your hard drive to your computer through a USB. While there's technically no difference between these two drives, the drive that we're going to be focusing on and the ones we're going to be looking for are drives that connect through USB. I can already hear you asking, if the point is to try and connect through USB, why can't I just get a USB drive and store my data on that? Well, you absolutely can, but there are some downsides to using a USB stick. You see, USB thumb drives are actually made for transferring data back and forth. They're not really meant for long-term storage. It's meant for fast transfer speeds, fast rewrite speeds, and they're also meant to be disposed of after a couple years. So they're not really meant for long-term storage. Not only that, they're a lot easier to get lost or thrown away or put into the wash by accident. So USB drives, while they can be used as storage, they're not really meant for long-term storage. So more than likely, you've been digging around online, and there's probably a word that has came up quite a bit, and that is solid state. Well, a solid state drive is one that looks similar to this. It's very small, very thin. So what's the difference between a solid state drive like this and an old hard drive or platter drive like this? Hard drives like this have a mechanical arm on the inside of it that reads a spinning disk. It's actually the same kind of technology that is inside of a floppy disk. Typically, these drives, also known as hard drive disk, can store media up to 20 years depending on the condition of the storage. However, just like a floppy disk from back in the day, if these devices get dropped or sat on or even just looked at funny, they could seize up and crash. They could also die if you leave them out, say, in a garage and it drops below freezing, high humidity, or high heat temperature. All of those things can cause these drives to fail. A solid state drive, on the other hand, is nothing more than a motherboard. That's basically it. There's no moving parts in there at all. It is all soldered on chips, and that's all. That means that these drives are extremely fast and extremely durable. They last for a very long time. On average, a solid state drive will last 4 to 6 years of constant use. Now, that is 4 to 6 years constant use, which means that if you are just using one of these to store your data on and you don't plan on revisiting it very often, this will probably last you the rest of your life. Now, sadly, I can't really recommend buying a solid state external hard drive, and the reason for that is because a lot of times whenever you go online and look for external hard drives that are solid state, some of the distributors actually sell you regular hard drives that are not solid state, and they mark them as if they are. Not only that, but the price of solid state external hard drives, while they do exist and they're very good hard drives, the price of them far outweigh what you could do with one of these. M.2 drives are the latest version of solid state drives. This is actually a hard drive, and most video game systems and even new laptops like MacBooks come with these type of hard drives installed in them. The advantage is they're very fast. Comparing an M.2 drive to a standard hard drive, you're looking at 39 times faster. And comparing it to a standard SSD, you're looking at 1.6 times faster. So how do you get one of these amazing devices? Well, I'll tell you right after this word from our sponsor. ToolPac. ToolPac is a CAD add-in designed to eliminate the numerous bottlenecks that most people find while using a CAD application. ToolPac is a comprehensive collection of over 750 productivity tools that work with AutoCAD, BricsCAD, and IntelliCAD. ToolPac is currently being used by thousands of CAD users worldwide. Try it out today and watch as you regain all those countless hours that you have been losing thanks to the bottlenecks inside of CAD. So you can tell that there's a lot of advantages just using these over the other drives. But there is an issue. That doesn't plug into a computer, or at least not externally. That is why you're going to need to buy an adapter for it. Now, believe it or not, these drives can actually get pretty cheap. And they're actually cheaper than a solid state external drive that you can buy like this. Sadly, this is the only way to get this performance with an M.2 storage device. I do not know of a company that is selling this type of external hard drives right out of the case. But I can say that for about the same price as a standard SSD, you can create an M.2 drive that will outperform and outlast any other storage method. All you need is an extra 20 bucks for one of these. You buy an M.2 drive, plop it in this external case, and you have an extremely fast way to store your data. If you'd like to see a video on how you can do this, I actually made one of these not too long ago just for my own personal use. It's a very effective way to get a good hard drive that's going to last you a long time, and it doesn't take any extra work at all. It's literally a single screw that goes right there to hold it in place. If you know how to use a screwdriver, then you're going to know how to assemble one of these. It's super easy. Thank you all very much. I hope that this was helpful, and I hope that you all have a better idea of what you need to buy moving forward.